Hey, it's me, Daniel. And I today want to talk about the journey of me, kind of this um, empath's journey and unfoldment. And then I'll go into a channeling after that. So lately, I was told by Archangel Raphael, who I'll channel. I didn't know that to this moment, that I needed to learn how to receive. And I knew this in my brain, but really needed to learn how to receive. And what empaths do, and this is what I did, but I think this is a general thing. We think about what's best for the world, we think about what's best for others, and we kind of just leave ourselves out. And if it's not good for you too, it's not going to work. Even making these videos, if I'm not doing it for me, for others, and for the world, it doesn't work. It has to be the combination. But if I get too focused on doing it for others in the world and I forget that this is for me to process, then I lose myself in it. And I know every empath talk about losing themselves in a relationship, in a job, in a career, maybe their whole lives. So we have to go back to what is best for me in this situation. My theory is always that narcissists teach empaths and empaths teach narcissists. That's why they're coming together. I'm not saying it's a fun experience, but a narcissist needs to know to care about the world and others, but an empath needs to be more confident and worry about themselves first. And we learn from each other. That's why you continue to come together until that lesson is learned, which is great. So for me, it's been a lot of unraveling fear, shame, and guilt around receiving. I've had some unexpected financial money come in, different things. And you think that would make you excited. And part of me is relieved, but a lot of part of me feels guilt and shame for that happening. It's like almost like I wanted to give it back, right? I want to give it away right away. And it's good to donate and good to be charitable, not denying those paths. But I had that guilt and shame and come up. So I knew intuitively or through my teachings and therapy background that I had to feel these feelings because people can't even give to me. Like I am blocking it somehow energetically. And if I want to help others, I have to be able to receive, right? So this is all, I'm doing this for me because I want to receive, but also I'm doing it for others because if I don't receive, I can't help others. And also I can't help the world if I don't receive, right? So I'm doing it for all three reasons. Part of me, even in saying that, doesn't want to say I'm doing it for me. It wants to say I'm learning to receive so I can help others and help the world, not learning to receive so I can have a better life. But as empaths, we don't have to worry about not helping others and not helping the world. We're going to do that naturally. This is like almost like a right-handed person writing with their right hand or a left-handed person writing with their left hand. There's no chance that an empath isn't going to help the world and help others. That's just natural. Receiving would be writing with your opposite hands. You need to learn. You really have to focus to do it right. A narcissist is really good at receiving. That's the right hand thing. They can do that easily. They do it all day. They can manipulate people. They'll hurt people in the world to receive. But helping others and helping the world is very hard. That's their opposite hands. So it's a paradox. We're both helping each other. But by feeling the fear, shame, and guilt that's in receiving, more is able to come in, but also you're able to fill up so you can create and you can help the world. Because without filling up and receiving and doing stuff for you, you can't bring it out to the world. Like I'm going on the Colorado Trail and I'm going to do a month-long hike. And I'm like, well, I'm doing this for me first, right? Like I want to go on a trail. I don't want to have to live for a month, right? It's a month vacation for me. And then slowly what's happening is I'm wanting to get donations for it, but also wanting to create from it. But I have to start with me. So my new rule that I'm saying here is start with me. It has to be best for me. Then it can be best for the world. Then it can be best for other people. If it doesn't start with me, I'm not going to do it. I would give away money when I didn't have enough money and then I'd have no savings. I would do so many different things. So that's just with money, but like this is in relationships in general. Like I would change my schedule for my partner. They didn't even ask me to do this because I wanted my work schedule to help them. But I'm like, no, it has to help me first. So it has to be best for me first, whatever it is I'm doing or whatever it is I'm going to, whatever it is I'm creating. By a bad product, usually it's always going to help other people because, again, I'm never going to destroy the ozone or destroy the ocean and dump plastic to make money, right? It's not in my DNA. It's just never going to happen. So you don't have to worry. Well, that's enough about me. I am now going to channel Archangel Raphael. Yes. And bring him through. I'm already getting fuzzy vision, so I'll just go into it. Hello, dear ones. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you, Daniel, for sharing and being vulnerable for us. As I say us, it's Archangel Raphael, but obviously I am not a human in a human form, so I bring through other energies of the archangels and the angelic realm with me. That is why it is us or we. It's very confusing. We can see that, but it is okay. It is okay. It is okay. It is okay. We want you to know, dear ones, that the whole angelic realm is cheering for you to follow your dreams, follow your desires, follow your passions, and follow exactly what your heart desires. We do not care. We do not care if it is not our desire. We want it to come to fruition for you, like an apple growing on a tree that you can pick and enjoy the deliciousness of. However, as a tree, if it doesn't learn to receive the nutrients from the sun, the carbon dioxide, and the water and the roots of the earth, it cannot grow those apples that you get to pick. Also, if a tree does not give its apples, it cannot replenish its population. If it doesn't give out carbon dioxide, it will, or give out oxygen, it will wither. To the people, we love the analogy of a tree for giving and receiving because it is simple, direct, and easy to visualize. So we want you to visualize yourself as a tree. We're going to go into a little meditation. You can do this if you're driving or listening to this in another way. It's okay. Just use your imagination. There's no right way to do this. Imagine yourself as a tree, receiving the sunlight, receiving the nutrients from the earth, receiving the carbon dioxide, breathing that in, bringing that into your being. Imagine yourself stretching your branches, looking at all the leaves. Imagine the sun shining on your canopy. Imagine you feeling the sun and taking in the water and the nutrients from the soil. You might have a bird or two on your branches and a squirrel running through your canopy. Now sit with this before you grow an apple, before you give anything to anyone else. Sit with this energy that you've received as this tree. And imagine that all the energy you receive from the sun and the soil and the carbon dioxide that people have breathed out, it's filling you up like a balloon, and you're almost going to pop. Now we're going to sit with how much you're receiving, because for most of you, this is going to be uncomfortable. You're not giving back, but you're just receiving it. Receive, receive, receive. Stay with it. If there's uncomfortable feelings in your body, or your mind, or your emotional body, let the energy seep into those areas. Breathe into those areas. You can do it. Stick with it a little longer. There we go, dear ones. Now, imagine yourself growing apples on your branches, or oranges, avocados, whatever you desire, flowers. And imagine this energy now growing outwards. But don't let it fall. Hold on to it. Now let a couple apples fall, hearing the thud on the ground. Letting a couple of the petals of your flowers flow in the breeze. Whatever other fruit or you chose to be, let it fall. And see people, little boys, children, little girls, or adults, or animals. Maybe you're feeding the apple to a horse. But let everyone receive what you have received. And let the people give thanks to you as a tree. You can feel the cycle, like an infinity symbol going from the tree to the people and back. And in that moment, you realize that there's no difference between receiving and giving. And now that you know you need to receive all the nutrients, everything you need first before you can give, you can change any beliefs. Any beliefs now will be automatically changed in your system, clearing any old martyr, victim, slave mentality out of your system. Any renouncing of possessions, any curses, anything that has come to you in any lifetime, in any dimension, does not allow you to receive, that doesn't serve you anymore in this current moment, in this current time. Don't try to release it. Don't do anything to release it. It'll just release itself, just like the apple from the tree. Slowly let it come out. And slowly let in this abundant, easy, receiving energy. This does not mean you won't give. This doesn't mean you won't give to charity. This doesn't mean you won't go volunteer. This doesn't mean you won't do things for other people. But we receive first. We become full first, dear ones. Now let this energy go from the crown of your head, down through your head, to your shoulders, down into your arms, into your heart space, to your stomach, to your hips, to your legs, down to your feet, back up from your feet to your legs, to your knees, to your thighs, to your pelvis area, to your stomach. Let's sit in your stomach for a second, or in any space that feels really tense. Let anything come up that wants to come up. Go bring it to your chest, your whole torso area, your arms, your hands, up to your upper neck, all your neck. Relax your shoulders, your mind, your third eye. Let it come up your crown chakra. We sweep your field of any energy, bringing in the kind, loving energy of the angelic realm. We love spending this time with you. We thank you for being here. And until next time. Awesome. Well, that feels really good. So thank you for tuning in. Hit that subscribe button. I'm never good at pointing. Hit the subscribe button. And leave a comment like, "You're really handsome," or "This was a really awesome meditation," or a question, or "This really sucks and is weird." But the more you say comments, the more other people will see this. And then I will get the attention I've always desired. Also, it might help other people. But first, I need to receive it, right? Well, thank you. And I'll see you next week. I'm going to do these videos every Tuesday because that's what works for me. Bye.